Hi, fellow readers. Welcome back to Ink Drinkers Anonymous, where I read obsessively so you can just listen to the Cliff's Notes. Today we're diving into Passion Project by London Sperry, and let's just say I have a few notes. So the premise here, our female main character, Bennett, is navigating some very serious grief after a very deep loss. And she embarks on what the book is calling a passion project, hence the name. Think bucket list, but not for the usual, huge big ticket goals. Instead, it's about saying yes to things that you may not have even considered. Stretching yourself, finding places of joy that you didn't even know you needed. And along the way, we meet Henry, the kind of character who makes you want to reach into the page and just give him a warm hug. Here's the tension in the book. The grief felt very authentic. It wasn't romanticized or glossed over, which I really appreciated. But the female main character got exhausting after a while. Grief may explain her behavior, but it doesn't excuse it. She's allowed to not date. Yes, I understand how annoying it is when people just want that to be your life and you don't want to. But she's not entitled to be relentlessly unkind. Eventually it starts reading as trauma and starts reading as personality. And that's when it got exhausting. It was just a little bit too much of that in the story. But that's where Henry becomes so essential. He's so grounded, he's so warm, he's kind and so well-rounded. If she's the storm, he's the ballast. He counterbalances it in a way that makes the story readable. Honestly, we need more Henrys in literature, and really we need more Henrys in real life. Thematically, the project resonates. I loved the idea of a passion project as a life exercise, finding fulfillment in unexpected corners. And now I kind of think that I might want to do one. The sense of possibility that the passion project brought elevated the unevenness of Bennett, the main character. So where did I land? A solid 3.75 stars. It's not perfect, and the protagonist will test your patience. But it's heartfelt and it's inventive. And it did make me curious to read more by this author. I think her writing is wonderful. If you've wanted grief fiction that feels both really raw and really hopeful, actually, this might be your next read. If you've read it, I'd love to know, do you think characters who are grieving should get more of a free pass? I understand that it's to create tension in the book, but when is it too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more book discussions, subscribe, please. I have plenty more literary rants, metaphors, and questionable life choices in the queue. And I might have a passion project to be watching for. See you in the pages. Did we learn this? Is it finally good now?